Oh, Splinternker here, coming at you with another figure review. I know it has been forever and a day since I've done one of these, and I'm hoping I'm not completely rusty. We shall see. Yeah, it's been a long time. There's been a lot going on in my life with a lot of various different things. So much has happened. Acquiring a new house with a new space just for my geeky stuff. And also new desk, new setup. This background is temporary because on the move I've lost my old background, but I might get a new background, haven't decided. So it's just a temporary one, just for now. But I came across this and I managed to get my hands on one of these NECA Commandos, and this is the bootleg version, which I'll show you how you can very, very easily identify that it is in a moment. But I looked around and I couldn't see anyone had actually done a review for these online. So I thought I'd dust off my old review cap and see if I can shoot one of these videos off quickly to try and help you guys decide if this is something you'd be interested in getting. So yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, so first things first, how do we identify that it is a bootleg? Very simply, if you can't tell just by the sheen of the plastic, which is always a good telling that it's a bootleg figure, down here, the boots. For some reason in their infinite wisdom, they use green plastic, not black plastic, for the top half of the boots. This should all be black. I don't actually have the official one to show the comparison, sorry. But yeah, this should all be black, all from here. So I'm going to just paint mine at some point. But I thought, before I paint it, show you guys. And obviously, yeah, you can tell by the sheen and like some parts are supposed to be like soft rubber. Oh, very hard plastic. I'm sure that's supposed to be a soft rubber. And as is his jacket is also a very hard plastic. But, you know, paint up wise, it doesn't look too bad. Face sculpt, eyes, don't look the end of the world. Is it the best one ever? No. Quite plain on the back. There are these two knives here, but they are part of the sculpt, so they don't come off. I would probably maybe cut them out and add something. So maybe if I had a couple of those extra knives, extra of these, I'd put them there. But these seem a bit big for that. So maybe some small knives, if I could do that, I'd do that. I love Commando. It's definitely one of my guilty pleasure movies. So dumb, so stupid, so over the top. Nobody uses iron sights on a gun. Everyone shoots from the hip, which is also incredibly dumb. But I love the cheese of it. It's such a classic for me. So yeah, I really do enjoy it. So the John Matrix Commando figure from NECA currently goes for something around like £80 to £100, which is just a lot. And I missed out when he first came out, so I'm annoyed at that, because I always wanted him. But if I bring another Arnie figure here, you can see that NECA have just simply used the same buck from their Predator line. So as you can see here, we've got Dutch from the Predator movie. This is the Jungle Extraction. That sounds right. Jungle Extraction version. I don't know, there's like 3 different versions all called Jungle something with E. You got Intrusion, Extraction, and I don't even know. But yeah, it's the exact same boots, trousers, I think. Yeah, same trousers, because this part's on this one, but this part isn't, but this is a separate piece. So that's just been added. Same crutch piece, but this is attached to the belt, these straps here, so that's not the same. And this is a floating belt piece, so this is completely different. So yeah, the figure is exactly the same. Same figures, same hands. Same watch. Yeah, looks like the same watch also. I think the head sculpts are different. My camera's having a field day trying to focus on this. Yeah, the head sculpts are different, I'll give it that. So he does have a different head sculpt. Mainly the hair's different. The facial expression is almost identical. But I just feel like they both have that kind of like almost side slant grin or grimace like expression. Arms are the same, hands are the same, legs, everything's the same. I'm assuming torsos as well. This is non-removable. I've tried like just prying it a bit and it's so firmly attached and it really hinders the articulation on it. So I'm assuming this is glued completely. So I'm assuming there's an diaphragm joint in there. You're just not getting it. So yeah, let's go over the accessories. So the first accessory comes with is the rocket launcher. Alright, even tells you on this, it's the M202A, I'm assuming 1, but it could be an I, I'm not sure. It's a it's a 4 rocket launcher. I can't speak, sorry. It's a 4 missile rocket launcher. And yeah, this is brilliant in the movie. I'm not going to give spoilers, but it's definitely one of the best parts is when this comes into play. But this is pretty cool. There's some additional things which I wasn't aware of. There's a little handle here which can just flip down. And then there's a little thing here. Now this mine is very, very, very finicky. And it's not great. There you go. So you've got a little handle there you can use to pull out the barrels, but it's working. This pops off so easy because it's just literally pegged in like that, you see. So yeah, I heat this up a bit to try and see if I can get it to attach a bit better, and it is definitely a little bit better. But yeah, then you've got this which can be shoulder mounted, and he can hold this fine, I'm sure. There you go. Go boom, 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 and all that jazz. In addition to this, we also get some rockets. We get 2 rockets. Which are both exact same. They're like done in like a bronze paint. This one's got a little bit of bend to mine and a little bit of paint chip there. So I don't know if that's... Actually, I think it's green plastic and they've painted bronze. But what I noticed is these can actually fit in here, but it is a tight fit. But you also get this really cool rocket effect. Let me show you before I put it in. So it's just literally orange with a little bit of black. I don't know why I was expecting it to be a bit better than this. And I looked on another review and they basically said almost the exact same. It looked almost exact in the other one as well. So I don't think that's any different from the official release. And then this one can just peg in here. Gotta be careful that tiny little peg. Then you can have like a little effect for it to be firing off, which is pretty cool. I don't hate that. This rocket sticking out almost looks like it's kind of being fired, because they don't sit like that. They house in here, so you don't actually see it because they're about like, I think about here. I'm not sure. So yeah, that doesn't make sense. But the one like that, that's pretty cool. The other unique weapon he has is this one here, which is like it looks like an AK-47, but like an extended long barrel, drop-down stand, and a very unique, oh crumbs, I can't forget the term for what it's called, but whatever, the buck or whatever goes into their armrests. Very cool, I like it, dig it. It looks just like the one in the movie. I think this part should be brown though, if I'm not mistaken, like wooden. Again, I can't quite remember though, it's been a while since I've seen it. But yeah, loving having this. It's very, very cool. Classic, iconic mode. As soon as I see this, I think Commando. And then we come on to the reuse parts. So he has this M60 and some layers. I can't remember what the exact name of this gun. Two-handed light machine gun. And this is the exact same one that comes with. See, it's the exact same one. Although this one has this additional bit, so actually remember it's not exact. In fact, I am mistaken. I thought it was exact, but in hindsight, this has this additional bit, and this has this, looks a bit bigger, this plate here. And I'm getting tangled. I'm getting tangled! Yeah, that plate definitely looks like a little bit bigger. The ammo guard there. So this one comes with Rambo. From Rambo Part 2, Part 1 First Blood, I can't remember the end of the movie. So that's what this one comes with. So yeah, I thought they were identical, so I'm mistaken on that. So that's kind of cool. They probably could have got away with using the exact same mould. And then he also comes with a Desert Eagle here. Very shiny, which again is a reuse from the Dutch. This is the Jungle Intrusion Dutch, I think. But as you can see, it's the exact same Desert Eagle. Slight paint difference, that's about it. And the last thing comes with is knife. Again, we've seen this before. Same Dutch. all the Dutches have the same knife and Desert Eagle. But you can see the same one, just this one has a green handle, this one has a black handle. Although, I was looking at it now, I don't know if it's a bootleg, but this handle looks a bit more flared. And I think it might just be because it's a bootleg. Like almost like an extra lip there, but it probably doesn't come up on the camera. So yeah, I think, I do think it's the same mould, or meant to be at least. Now the cool thing about the knife and the pistol is they can straw on the body. So the knife sheath is just here on the chest. It's very tight on mine though. And it catches on this grenade here. So you kind of have to finagle it. And I'm terrified I'm just going to press it too hard and it's going to snap. But once it's in, it's pretty solid. And then Desert Eagle goes on the nice leg holster. Pretty easy there. With the knife, by the way, he doesn't hold it really like at all. It's super loose in this hand. You can kind of wedge it under that finger, but even then, it just doesn't work. And in this hand, it doesn't work at all. So that's the downside of this knife. I had this exact same problem with all of these Dutch figures as well. They just don't hold the knife. I don't know why NECA didn't give us a knife holding hand or make the handle thicker. Would have been much better. Generally what I do often when I have a situation like this is I just put some thread around it with some glue, and that just thickens it up. And if I ever want to take it off, I just undo the thread, so it doesn't end up ruining the figure. Okay, articulation. So the head can go up only as far as that, down as far as that. You can get a bit of pivot from left to right, and you can rotate it around 360 degrees. Shells are on hinge disc, so they can go up that far. And you can go around 360, but you are going to get slight snags on his jacket there. But it's a slight softer material on the bootleg, so it's not the end of the world. So you see, really not too bad. No bicep cut, rotation at the elbow, so you can get a bend of about 90 degrees from there, but the more you go around, the less you get. Wrists are just on like a ball, so just get a bit of wiggly waggly, but it can rotate 360 degrees. As I mentioned, get the knife, don't want to damage it. It's really in there. I feel there's definitely something there, but I can't get any motion in that. So I'm going to say no waist cut. Oh no, sorry, no diaphragm joint. That's worth using. There is a waist cut because I feel movement there, but because these straps go over the crotch, I wouldn't really want to play with it because I'd probably end up snapping these. T-cut hips, which is always a good thing, but they're classic NECA, so basically it's where one hip is a cup and then the other one pegs into that, so when you move one leg, they both move. But they can come out that far, so it can do full splits. This one has better range because obviously the pouch there is in the way a bit. There's a thigh rotation, but slightly hindered from the sculpt. Boots will get a 90-degree cut, but again, they can rotate at the boots as well. One thing to point out is, see this one has an extra bit of plastic here. I didn't cut off sorry, moved over. I didn't cut off deliberately because I want to show you guys this extra bit of plastic, so I will have to trim that off. But having said that, I've seen official releases get that as well, so I'm not that fussed about that. Now, there is a rotation here, but it's limited because of the shape of the cuff of the trousers, so it only gets a little bit left and right. And you have a ball in the ankle, so you can go a little bit of a rocker there, and then from there to there. Size comparison time. Wasn't really sure what to do with this one for size comparison, so I'm just going to do just a couple. As per usual, I normally do a bucky cap. I don't have a bucky cap to hand, but I do a Marvel Legends Age of Apocalypse Cyclops, which uses the bucky cap mold, so it's the exact same kind of figure. Next to Rambo from Rambo Part 1, I think it is, First Blood Part 1. Like I said, I'm terrible with the Rambo names. I've only seen them once, and it was a long time ago. And next to the Jungle Dutch from Predator. I don't know why he looks taller in the camera, but to the eye, they're the same height. Oh no, I'd say he is taller. It might be the hips here, because his hips seem to be a bit off. Interesting. That is actually very interesting. Again, I don't know if that's because it's a bootleg. And just in case you wanted to use him as your Dutch in your Predator line, here he is compared to the Predator from the first movie. This is also a bootleg Predator. You can tell by the shine on it. You could pretty quite easily customize this just simply by cutting the jacket off here, You might get some residual glue that you might have to try and take off, but you can easily cut this knife sheath off here and attach it to the leg. You've already got the same gun here, and that would work as like a jungle extraction predator, because I know this guy goes for quite a lot of money. And lastly, a comparison to all the other Arnies I have in my NECA collection currently. I feel like I'm missing someone, but I can't think who. But of course, we've got the Jungle Disguise, Jungle Extraction, Jungle Encounter, I think that's right. The 800 for Terminator 1 from the police attack. I did have the original one, but for life I can't find it, so I don't know where that's gone. The Terminator from Terminator 2, the 800 there, and then the Pops Guardian from the Terminator Genesis. Honestly, I feel it's an underrated movie. I think people complain about it too much. Don't get me wrong, it's not great, but I still enjoyed it. But, you know, I'm less of a cynic when it comes to movies. So, at the end of the day, yes, this is a bootleg figure. There's no escaping that. It's quite obvious it's a bootleg because of the shine and those ankles. Those are the dead giveaway of those ankles. But I paid, it was 11. I got this from AliExpress. Now I paid $11.99 for this figure on AliExpress, plus then VAT and shipping. It came to, which seems insane, 1968 I think it was posted. So just about $20 or £20 posted for this figure, compared to the ridiculous price the official one goes for on the aftermarket. I can't do it. I don't have that free, you know, and it's a shame I have to lose out on this because people pay such ridiculous money for figures that it ends up rocketing them. So yeah, I'm quite content to have this. I wish it was an official one, but I have no real complaints about it other than the gripe I already have with this figure is fundamentally the gripe I have with this mould. Be careful not to knock the figure. These joints, they're just very limited and they don't give that full range. So you can't do that pose where you have him holding the gun on his back, which is one of the iconic scenes from the movie, which I tried to do at the start of the video. It just didn't work, which is a shame because I thought that'd been really cool. But that's with the mold. That's with the mold, not this specific figure. So the question is, would I recommend it? Honestly, if you're content with a bootleg and you're not bothered about it being official and you don't want to pay that astronomical, ridiculous price, then yeah, I don't see why not. It ticks all the boxes, really. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'm sorry this was a bit of a rusty review, and I hope it wasn't too terrible for you to endure. And I do appreciate you sitting through to the end, so thank you for that. I'm going to try and get back to stuff. Like I said, I'm still trying to sort things out here, but I just wanted to get this video up quickly because, like I said, I saw no one else had reviewed this guy. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm sorry it's been a long time since I've done anything, but I will try and come back to you guys with a bit more consistency. That's the plan. And yeah, hopefully my son, who is 2 now, seems insane in itself, will allow this because 2-year-olds, they like to make life difficult in the innocent way they do. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please leave a like, a comment, and any questions, shoot me up on either Facebook or on here. And I always come back to you guys in the comments. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful weekend, a lovely day. And thanks a lot for watching. And I'll catch you in my next one. See ya.